Hi, I'm Sean Smith. Today we're going to take a look at a really exciting new listing. This is a 2022 Beneteau Oceanis Yacht 54 that just came available. This is May 3rd. Join me for a quick walkthrough and tour of this boat. I'm super excited to show this Oceanis Yacht 54. Beautiful new design from Beneteau. You can see there's kind of a reverse shear of this hull side. And then this boat with the white hull and teak decks just looks incredible. Up at the bow, there's a large bowsprit with a stainless steel anchor. There's a attachment point here for an asymmetric spinnaker. This boat does come with an asymmetric spinnaker. There's another separate attachment point here. If you're gonna do a code 0, then you have a stainless steel bobstay coming down. This boat was ordered with the electric Genoa furler. You'll see there's controls at the helm station. You just push the button to furl in and furl out your Genoa. This boat does have a hydronet furling Genoa and an in-mast furling main, both hydronet tri-radial sails. The boat was just waxed and the teak just oiled. Looks very much like new. These are marks here, a creative thing that we do at South Coast Yachts. These are the lift points. When the boat gets hauled out of the water, we use the Beneteau logo. Looks really classy on the boat. Both sides of the 54 have opening gates to board. You can also board through the transom if you back the boat into the slip. Real quick, we will take a walk around. Beautiful teak decks all the way up to the bow. You have a big storage cabin up here, which is actually a crew cabin with a sink and a berth. There's a anchor locker up here, electric windlass, which is recessed under the deck. Really, really clean. The boat has sun pads up here, which are made out of sunbrella to lay out on the bow, and a self-tacking jib track in case you want to get a smaller self-tacking jib. Something I really like with this Genoa is you get the larger head sail with the extra horsepower, and then you also have adjustable leads, which are inboard. So that's really good for your sheeting angle going upwind. And then you can bring them back if it's a little bit lighter wind. Just from the cockpit, you can move these cars back to improve your sail shape for lighter breeze. In-mast furling main, super nice and easy to use. Main sheet goes to the arch over the cockpit. This boat has Memo's custom canvas, Dodger bimini and connector. The Dodger has handrails and is made with Macrolon, so it's very transparent. Boat has a really comfortable cockpit design with paths that go all the way around both helm stations, and then the central cockpit design so that you can flow right through the middle and into the boat. You walk between two cockpit tables, which are adjustable. So you can flip these open to dine, and then you can press the switches here. You have table up and down if you want a little bit lower or higher table for dining. While we're at the port side helm here, we'll take a look. You have a chart plotter from B&G, autopilot control. Platform is the stern up and down, all the lights, and then those tables up and down below your compass. The platform raises and lowers this transom here. And I'll take a quick look down. You can see this boat comes with a dinghy that can go into this garage fully inflated with the electric e-propulsion motor. On the transom, you have a shower, a plug for an electric pump if you want to inflate or deflate the dinghy, and then stainless steel with teak wood steps that come up and down as you open and lower the transom. Just outboard of the wheel, which we did white composite wheels on this boat, you have two electric winches, which are 2-speed, fast and slow, to control your halyards, out-haul, in-haul for the main, as well as a jib sheet and jib car. So everything led right back to the helm. Primary and secondary winches on both sides. So one person can really operate this whole boat. This side has your main sheet, boom vang, self-tacking jib sheet, code 0 halyard or spinnaker halyard, as well as your starboard jib and your jib sheet and adjustment car for that adjustable track. The pedestal here has our throttle control, the chain counter for electric windlass, as well as Genoa furling buttons, and the bow and stern thruster. Stern thruster is optional on this boat. So this one has a retracting stern thruster that drops down, making it really easy to operate this boat short or single-handed. B&G chart plotter again, and then our Yanmar diesel display down here, as well as a speaker and a fitting to put a dock water hose in if you want unlimited fresh water from the dock to bypass the freshwater pump. Both helms have seats with backrest. We did these cushions custom here in San Diego, as well as these cushions that go throughout the cockpit. And then these cushions here that flip up allow you to access line lockers, which is really creative, so that all of the tail of your line drops into this and you can cover it up as well. Now let's go take a look at the interior. We're gonna walk past your companionway beds and then just a couple of steps into this incredible interior, which I'll pan across so you can see the light oak and all the finishes. This is the 3-cabin, 2-head version. So in this cabin layout, instead of having another head in the port aft cabin, the galley is larger. So you've got a really spacious galley with lots of storage, beautiful fittings all throughout, soft close drawers. We have a wine fridge on this boat, a freezer compartment here, which has some ice in it at the moment. 3-burner gimbaled stove and oven, really large stainless steel sink with a beautiful tap, storage below, and a trash bin that opens. This is a really nice storage cabinet as well. So there's a couple of drawers hidden in here. I think a really creative use of space, and it looks elegant. This large cabinet here is all refrigeration as well as appliances, microwave above. So big refrigerator with a freezer on top. And then above that, you have a microwave, coffee maker, and a secret espresso machine hidden away. Aft of there is a guest cabin, really spacious, lots of headroom, a few opening ports, and then large cabinets, hanging locker, storage. On the opposite side, we have a similar cabin with access into the aft head. So you have an electric head that can use fresh or salt water, either choice. This one has so far only been used with fresh water, and then a separate shower forward. You can access this cabin from the main salon as well. So if you want to lock one door and make it a private cabin or the day head, you can use that cabin's head. And up forward, we have a forward-facing nav station across from this large salon table. Sony TV on the bulkhead, and a model of the boat we're standing on here on the port bulkhead. The electrical panels are aft. This is really, really creative. You have a panel here to hide the technical compartment. This is where your DC panel is, and all of your AC power you can control through this touchscreen with the generator, air conditioning control. You also have Beneteau's ship control panel down here. So if you want to control lighting or air conditioning, music throughout the boat, this touchscreen panel here controls virtually all of the ship systems. There is a electric lift here if you want to do a TV there or something creative like a bar. You can certainly do that. Going forward, this is the master cabin. Large centerline bed. with benches on either side. There's USB ports in all the cabins, and you have on each side of the master cabin bed AC and DC plugs. The air conditioning control just forward of a hanging locker, which you have his and hers hanging lockers, as well as an armoire, which I think is very creative in this boat. You have drawers and just tons of storage, soft close drawers. The head is separated. You have the toilet on one side and sink, and the separate shower opposing, which is just an enormous shower. Teak wood. The teak behind looks really classy. Very, very nice separate shower. And really nice hardware throughout the boat too. I like to point this out, this is magnetic. So as you're opening and closing the doors, you're not gonna get snagged on the little hook. When you close the door, the magnet closes and locks all of the doors in these cabins and heads. Last thing we'll take a look at is the engine. This boat was ordered with the Yanmar 110 horsepower turbo diesel that's shaft driven. It's nice, you get the larger engine and electronic throttle controls. Really simple boat to operate. And actually a pretty large engine room. You can open up the panels on the sides too to get all around this engine. Thank you for joining me on this walkthrough tour of the Beneteau Oceanis Yacht 54, available right now. Feel free to reach out right away to find out if it's still available and to get on board yourself. I look forward to talking to you really soon.